There's a lot of things. I mean, his hands.
Oh, DIGGS! Oh, what a catch!
I saw some crazy one-handed grabs this year. Some deep balls right over his.
Oh, sorry guys, getting a bit ahead of myself. Welcome one and all to another video. It's been my absolute pleasure to take you down the list, take you down the journey of the top 100 NFL players of 2023. Today, we're at number 16, STEFON DIGGS, wide receiver for the Bills, the owner of the Minneapolis Miracle. And I actually said it right then, for once. Normally it's yeah, pretty much. Alright guys, first thing we're going to do is have a look at some stats, then we're going to watch the video, and then we're going to place him in a rugby team, theoretically of course. Alright, let's get into it. STEFON Marshawn DIGGS was born November 29th, 1993, 29 years of age, 6 foot even, 191 pounds. Played college football at Maryland from 2012 to 2014. Got picked up in the 5th round of the 2015 draft at pick number 146 to the Vikings. Played 4 seasons at the... No, that'd make 5 seasons at the Vikings. Went to the Bills in 2020, and he has been there ever since and gone from strength to strength. NFL receptions leader in 2020. NFL receiving yards leader in 2020. Couldn't quite get the Triple Crown. He must have been close. 3-time Pro Bowler, 2020, 2021, and 2022. First team All-Pro selection in 2020. Second team All-Pro selection in 2022. So he's there or thereabouts. He's been at the top of his game, at the top of the league, as far as the wide receiver position, as far as production in that position for the last 3 years straight. And I can only assume he's going to continue. 6 foot even, like I said, 4.46 for the 40-yard dash, 35 inches on the vertical, 9'7" on the broad jump, 11 reps on the bench press. And what he lacks in strength on the bench press, even though that is a fairly good effort, he makes up for in how he uses it on the field. So I'm going to call this guy a veteran, coming into his 8th season. He's played 119 games, 8,812 receiving yards, including 1,429 last year, 59 receiving touchdowns, including a career high of 11 last year. He hasn't got much to write home about in the rushing columns, and he only fumbled the ball once. 108 receptions, fumbled the ball once. That's less than 1%. So, I mean, anyone who scores over 1,000 receiving yards in any season has got to be up there with the best, but he's done it in the last 5 straight. 1,021, 1,130, 1,535, which led the league, as we heard, 1,225, and 1,429. He's been spoiled. He's been real spoiled. He's played in the playoffs 6 seasons, including all of the last 4. 2 games last year, 149 receiving yards, bringing his career postseason totals to 12 games, 836 receiving yards, 4 touchdowns. Well. There you go, guys. Let's get into the video.
There's a lot of things. I mean, his hands.
Oh, DIGGS! Oh, what a catch!
I saw some crazy one-handed grabs this year. Some deep balls right over his shoulder.
That ball is coming at quite the speed, and to get up there, I mean, you got to think, how much of an advantage are those gloves giving?
They're probably his route running. Running routes to try to expose people.
That is a sick route right there.
It just turns Jonathan Jones around.
He wants to make sure you know that he's the best on the field in that moment.
What a route.
Damn, bro.
He wants to
That's going to be hard to mark.
If you're a DB.
Worst nightmare for a DB. Did you see how he set that play, that first route up though? What you see with the likes of Keenan Allen, who has not come up on this list. You'd normally expect to see him around that 50 mark.
Hey, I respect. Love again.
I mean,
Oh, damn, that was prudent.
you gotta deal with him. You know, he's a problem, so you definitely have to deal with him.
And you, all right? The best in the league. Well,
Not a bad quarterback to be catching passes from.
STEFON DIGGS, he's the best receiver in the league.
The best? Probably Steph right now. Just give him the ball, he's gonna make plays.
Touchdown Buffalo, STEFON DIGGS.
I'm him.
He's a 3-level route runner that can run anything.
Make a little move like that, turn the safety
Splits
around.
the defense right through.
He knows how to set the DBs up on the way he wants to go on his route.
The way he runs his routes, he has a little bit more freedom than I'd say regular guys do.
Like in that route that we just saw before, he kept the defensive backs, he kept the cornerback and the safety apart for just long enough to cut back on the inside and split them. Let's have a look at this one. This will be good.
But that's just because he's...
You did not think he was going to turn on a dime there. Not a chance. For all money, he was going across the middle.
Where do you see this route? Watch his patient, up inside, and then he flattens it.
Man,
He could have gone either way. I was actually expecting him to spin and head back out, but
He's just so good. He's just so good. He's crafty, and it's fun to go against him. He talks a lot of...
Y'all can't see me!
He had like 3 touchdowns versus the Titans on Monday Night Football.
He's got Diggs wide open. It's caught. Touchdown!
That was dope.
Can't guard you. How you, boy? Another touchdown for Buffalo. He saw me. I saw him. Diggs. Third of the night. That's a drive. That's a drive. I appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
And him just tracking the ball, his tracking ability for deep routes is second to none.
Diggs to just turn the Jets.
damn, bro. I mean, he needs a quarterback with a rocket for an arm, but as far as his speed's concerned, 4.46 for the 40-yard dash. I mean, that's up there with the best of them. I'm surprised his 3-cone drill isn't a little bit faster, but he transitions every single stat that you see here as well as anyone can into the game.
Wow.
Diggs, she's really everything you look for in a receiver. His route running is top 2 or 3 in the league, honestly. He has an answer for every type of coverage that he gets. You can tell when he makes plays, it gives everybody else confidence. I think that's a real sign of a big-time player, especially receiver. When you make a play, the whole team feels it.
I told you. Steps into it, down the middle. He's open. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. One play.
Wears his emotions on his sleeve. Competitive
He's
as hell.
clearly playing with incredible confidence.
I'm the kind of guy
And his quarterback has confidence in him too, because I mean, you go and throw a ball, you try and thread the needle between 3 defenders.
you need on your team.
Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for you. Thank you for you. You'll never know how much.
Damn, man. You love to see it. You love to see a connection like that between QB and wideout. So I'm not going to say that he is the best route runner in the league. I think I've seen more exciting route runners, but combine that with the speed and the ability to shake defenders if need be, and then just burn them, turn around and somehow catch that, somehow be in the perfect position to catch that ball. I mean, I don't know how they do it, but he seems to do it time after time. Scored a career high 11 receiving touchdowns last year. So, I mean, he's been productive in every single season he's played, but his production is getting that much more efficient. To have an average of 13.2 yards per reception is getting up there. Like, I honestly don't really have too much else to add. It's amazing to see a player get picked up in the 5th round of the draft. It just goes to show, man. Just goes to show you don't need to be a 1st or even 2nd or even 3rd or even 4th round pick to eventually, in the right environment, around the right teammates, with the right coaches, to eventually, fulfill that prophecy that only you would have at the start, and maybe your friends and family, maybe your college football teammates, but to know what you're capable of and then finally see it come to fruition. It's sick. What a story. Fantastic player. For whatever reason, over the years, he just hasn't really been on my radar, but he's forced the issue now. The last thing we will do is put him on a rugby team. I think it's going to be an easy transition from wide receiver to winger. 6 foot, 191 pounds with speed to burn. Fantastic moves. The only difference is with the ball in hand, he wouldn't want to go out. So he's going to have to step off of his right foot or off of his left foot. But I feel like, with the ball in hand, his ability to set up a defender, make the defender, commit or go either which way, and then, with ease, step on the outside or inside, I feel like a one-on-one battle with him, with the ball, down the sideline, in space, coming up to his opposite winger or possibly the fullback coming across like a safety. Those one-on-one steps, those one-on-one battles would be amazing. He'd also have the ability to chip the ball forward and chase after it. There's a lot involved in being a winger, but speed and excitement in your play are 2 of the most important things. And yes, he'd have to tackle, but he'd have 14 other players assisting him in that. And he'd have the ability to use the sideline as like an extra man if need be. So those are my thoughts, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. In the next one, we look at number 15, Fred Warner. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.